Clark's Holiday Hacks. With the holidays just around the corner, many of us parents will be out buying toys for the kids this holiday season. But just because the toy is on sale on the shelf doesn't mean it's actually safe. So what do you need to look for? Susan Yates from Safe Colorado, or Safe Kids Colorado, is here to explain. You're also with the Children's Hospital. And it starts with knowing what to look for. So you brought a toilet paper roll as kind of a guide.
It is, and this is really helpful. So the main thing with toys is they need to be age appropriate. So most toys are labeled with a certain recommended age, whether it's like 6 months and up, 2 years and up, and there's a good reason for that. So it has to do with you know, the small parts, the batteries, the different functionality of the toy. So this simple tool, it's a toilet paper roll, is kind of our rule of thumb for small parts. So if you can get a toy at all in this roll, then it shouldn't be for a child under the age of 3.
Okay. And then as we were talking, you know, a lot of these cards, my kids absolutely love these cards, especially if it makes a lot of noise. Right? But this doesn't work on solar power.
Yeah.
There's something in here that is making this work, and that's where the problems lie.
Exactly. So that has inside of it what we call a button battery. So really tiny lithium battery. And as you can imagine, a curious toddler would probably rip that card up at some point and get a hold of that battery. And small children tend to explore the world with their mouth, and so everything goes in their mouth. And the problem with these batteries is when they get ingested, they cause severe damage internally and literally will burn through their esophagus. There's a chemical reaction when it hits the saliva that is lethal. It really
almost,
is.
It completes the connection, and then the battery becomes active inside the child's body. And you said at Children's Hospital you've seen this.
Yes, we have had many patients who have had this, and some who've recovered and some who have not, and who have died from this exact button battery ingestion.
Now, one question I ask as a parent is, why doesn't the industry then make some changes to these toys so that in situations like this doesn't happen? Obviously, with a card, there's really no way to keep that battery in case, but in a toy like in this little cell phone, there's a battery in here.
There is a small button battery in there, and you'll notice that this cell phone is labeled and marketed to children 3 and up. So again, they are aware that the small part is in there, the button is in there, and that's why it's marketed to older kids.
Flip it around.
Yep.
And you can see that the battery compartment has a screw on it, so you actually need a screwdriver and some skills to get that battery out of there.
Yep, so they're trying to make it more difficult. I don't put anything past kiddos. They'll figure it out at some point, but there's at least an attempt there. And then the bigger cell phone, or little other toy phone here, is marketed to six months and up. So this construction is a little bit different. It also takes different batteries. This one actually takes 3 AAA batteries instead of a button battery. And while I'm not going to call that safe, the risk is totally different with your traditional alkaline battery versus a lithium.
So we need to know before we go shopping, and Susan Yates with Safe Kids Colorado, we appreciate that advice. I know a lot of us get excited about this holiday season, and Brooke, you'll be happy to know that you're not the only one who started shopping for Christmas. Susan as well has also begun her Christmas shopping.
I have. I love Amazon.
Oh, isn't it great?
We love you then.
I love to do it all online for sure. Well, if you're looking for work that's out of this world, for the first time in 4 years,